Hi, I'm Ying Stoller. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my hometown's favorite and a specialty, Chinese meat pie. And that's one of also my family's favorite. It's also very simple to make. You probably won't believe me, but you can tell it's very, very simple. Just watch. So first we're going to mix the dough. And we'll need to use, I'm using 1.5 cup of flour and also some warm water. So that's all you need for the dough. So we're just going to mix the water into the flour and just add it gradually. Okay, don't add it at one time. And then we're going to knead it into a dough and let it rest for 30 minutes. And that's very important to let it rest. So now I'm going to use my hands now. So we're going to just mix the dough. This part is not so fun because sometimes it sticks on our fingers. But it's no big deal. You just get a little dry flour and just rub against your hands, will come off. So this is like I told you in my hometown, is very common. You will find in any, like the food court, you'll see these. And people sometimes make big, almost like our pizza pie size. And they cut into slices. Or sometimes just make the individual small one. So today I'm going to show you how to make the individual small one. Because we're, making them for homes. So you don't have to cut them. But either way, it's about the same. Just how big you want to make it. I think it'll be easier for you to learn to make a small one. It's easier. So just knead it all together. Don't want to waste anything. And almost smooth. The dough getting a little smooth. And we're going to put back in the bowl and let it rest. Make sure you cover. If you don't cover, the dough is going to get in dry. That's not good. So I'll say probably just knead for like 2 or 3 minutes. And this is almost like a little exercise. It's good for you. Get you stressed out. So this is just right. Sometimes you're getting too wet. You're getting very, very sticky. Like I said, you can just always use a little dry flour and rub against your hands, will come off. So after I need a few minutes getting smooth, now I'll put back in the bowl and cover. Make sure you cover, okay? Otherwise it's going to be dry out. The dough is going to dry out. Now we're going to make fillings. Fillings today I'm going to use about 1/2 pound of ground beef. You can use chicken, you can use pork, anything you want to. But I'm just going to add a little bit of water. Because beef tends to do it kind of dry. So that's why I'm going to add a little water to add a little bit moist to the meat. And again, add a little at a time. You don't want to do too much. It's always easy to add. It's hard to take anything out, right? So I think that's good. Then we're going to add black pepper. So I have a sesame oil, ginger, green onions, and salt, sugar. So I'm adding my green onions. Ginger, chopped ginger, fresh ginger. I love fresh ginger. It's not only good for you, but also add really nice flavors to your food. So we can mix a little bit more. And then we're going to add our salt, sugar, and then sesame oil. Mix all together. So we also let it set aside for a little bit. This will have the flavors all go into meat. The pepper, the sugar, the onions, and ginger flavors all gonna marinate into the meat. So now, after 25 minutes, we'll come back, and then I'm gonna show you how to make Chinese meat pie. Now I think our dough is well rested, and our fillings are ready too. So you can see the dough is soft and easy to work with. And we're gonna put just dust a little bit flour on the counter so it won't stick. And just to make a little cylinder shape. So I'm just gonna roll it out and make a cylinder shape so we can cut it evenly into few pieces. So it depends on how big you want to make. I normally like to cut them in half first, and maybe each we can cut into threes. So as even as possible. It's not end of the world if it's not even. I think this might be a little too small, so you can just adjust it. So make sure, and then we'll cover with a towel. Okay, you can use any kind of towel you want to. So now we're gonna roll this into a round, and then roll it and press it down. And then we're gonna use a rolling pin to roll into outside a little thinner and middle a little thicker round. I know some people might not be able to find this. I was told you can find in like Menards, Home Depot, places that like those. So we've been using this for generations. You know, these are wooden little rolling pins, like you do with the big one. Make a a pie or whatever, pie dough. So just roll it out, and then we're gonna add the filling. I probably will add like 2 tablespoons, and then close it. So you have to see how big your filling, wraps is. You don't want to make it too big, the filling too big, you have a trouble to close it. Then that won't be good. So now we're just seal it. That's all you need to do. Just make sure it's sealed very tight, okay? And then we're gonna press it down. And just roll out gently just a little bit, okay? And then we're gonna pan fry them. So that's easy and it's delicious. So let's put this aside. We're gonna make another one. First, we want to make this dough into rounds. You can just roll it in your palms and press it down. And then we're gonna roll it out with a rolling pin. For those of you who never used this rolling pin, you have to just take it a little easy. Slow down, just like I said, roll the outside thinner and the middle a little thicker, okay? So just slowly, just like this first. When you do enough, then it can go very fast, okay? So now we add more fillings in the middle, and this just a little bit bigger, so you can just add a little bit more fillings. As long as you can close, it's okay. Okay, just make sure you can close. If you cannot close, then you are in trouble. So just pinch them together. have extra dough, you can pinch them off if you want to, and so it won't be too thick in just in that area. That's the idea. And then we'll press it down and just gently roll it out a little. Okay. So now we'll make the rest of them, then we're gonna pan fry them. It's delicious. A little bit more flour. Don't get frustrated when you first try it doesn't go the way you want it. You know, like I always say, everything takes practice, okay? Seems easy, but sometimes it does take practice in order to get it right. So then we're gonna close it. Just gather the edges and then pinch it. Make sure it's closed. Okay? So then we'll pinch the extras and press it down. And just roll out a little bit gently. You don't want to do too hard, you're going to squeeze out the fillings. So now you use a pan, flat pan, and want to make sure you have a lid. And then we're just going to put a little bit of oil to grease the bottom. Okay? Maybe about a tablespoon. So you can just swirl it, make sure it's covered the bottom. If it doesn't, you can also use your you can use your xian meat pie to even it out by doing this. Okay, so we probably will be able to only put 3 in. And we'll just wait it until it's brown. And then we'll cover, let it cook for a little bit, and we'll flip the other side and also do the same to brown the bottom and make sure it's cooked inside. So now we put 3 in the pan. We started cooking, and I think that side almost done. I would say probably each side cook about 3 minutes. And flip this loaf over. You can see it's already golden. It's yummy. It's delicious. No wonder it's one of my family's favorite. And I'm sure you'll love it too. Your family will enjoy this very much. It's so easy. Mix up my homemade xian, Chinese meat pie. Have some soup, egg drop soup, hot and sour soup, whatever soup you like. It's just delicious, especially when the weather is getting cold. Yum! You know, I sometimes dip in sauce. You can make it with soy sauce, vinegar, a little bit, ginger, or a little bit sesame oil if you like. And if you like spicy, put some hot chili pepper paste. Just make it spicy. I love spicy. So now we can put back the lid. Let it cook for another 3 minutes. When we come back, it'll be ready. I think the other side also, look at this. Already cooked also 5 minutes. It's just golden brown, and do you see the middle kind of popped up? So this is done. And this side is just a little bit more brown than the first side, so which is okay. Look at this delicious xian. Holidays are coming up, and maybe you have some time to try to make some at home. And I'm sure, I guarantee your friends and family will love it. These are just so delicious. So let me just cut the ones I made earlier, so it's not that hot anymore, and show you what's like. And like I said, you can use soy sauce with vinegar and sesame oil. Look at the juice. Wow. See that? And the filling inside, just delicious. And let me try it. Bring back so much memories. Enjoy.